G'day everyone and welcome back to Skyrim Special Edition. Now, this is obviously another mod talking about mods for Chapter 3 that I've installed and uninstalled. Now, starting off with one of the mods that I have installed, I've decided to finally install a mod called A Matter of Time, which I've been meaning to install for a while, and basically what it does, just to demonstrate, at the press of a hotkey, I can just display the time like that. And that is just so much more convenient and less abrupt than just pressing the wait menu here. So this does look a lot better. Yes, it does. So hopefully that should make things a little less abrupt. Now I have also decided to install another mod. It's more of just a visual mod really, called Embers XD. So if I just quickly head down here towards the front of the museum, there should be a couple of fire pits here. So if you look, the embers and fire do look a lot higher quality. In fact, they do look a little bit more realistic in my opinion. And it also has changed the look of the torches as well. So if I quickly whip this out, the flame does look a little different. In fact, it kind of reminds me of Oblivion torches. I don't know why. I feel like it's more because of the shape of the flame. I don't know why. It just kind of reminds me of that. So yeah, but yeah, all in all, it's just kind of a simple graphical mod. Nothing hugely changed, obviously, so yeah. Now, to start off with some of the uninstalled mods, I've uninstalled Simple Wearable Lanterns and the bug fixes for it, and replaced it with the remastered version of Simple Wearable Lanterns, which basically includes the old version of the Wearable Lanterns mod and the bug fixes along with it. It's all in one mod, basically, just to put it that way. It's the old version and the bug fixes all in one mod. Just because I feel like it's a little bit more convenient for me and there's less ESP slots being used up in my load order. And also, the models of the lanterns have been changed as well. So if I quickly turn... No, that's the torch. Turn the lantern on here. You can see it looks a little bit different than the original version. And to be honest, that actually just looks a lot better. So there you go. I've also uninstalled Simply Knock, because that just became utterly obsolete as time went on, because Alice really doesn't have any need to knock on doors anymore because she's already fairly good at sneak and lock picking. In fact, if I go ahead and look at the skill trees here and go over to here, lock picking is at 83, so that's already pretty damned high. And Alice is also at Sneak 99, so pretty damn close to level 100. So obviously, I have no need for Simply Knock anymore. Oh yeah. There was a vampire attack as I was transporting stuff from the guild to the museum safe house. So yeah, there's just now a couple of death hounds just kind of lying dead around. I'm not sure where the vampire is, but it's around somewhere. So yeah. Now, I've also decided to install a few armor mods as well, but I'm not going to say what they are just yet, just to avoid any potential spoilers, even though it's probably not that big of a deal at this point, because, well, for those of you who do know, and of course I literally just kind of gave it away just a second ago, Chapter 3 is mainly going to concern the museum and possibly any other minor activities I may decide to do along the way, but it should mainly concern the museum. Mainly. Now, I have also gone ahead and installed a new follower mod. Yes, a brand new follower. Now, Inigo is already pretty damned good in the first place, and Alice has already sort of developed a pretty good friendship with him. But I kind of want to chuck in another follower in the mix to see how that works out. Hopefully it'll work out pretty damned well. I'm not going to say who the follower is at the moment, just to, you know, of course, avoid any spoilers at the moment, but you'll probably get to know once either the prologue or episode 1 for chapter 3 is released. Now, I've also decided to install Take a Peek. Now, this is a very, very interesting mod and would definitely enhance the Thief experience quite a bit. So, for example, with this door here, if I were to hold down Shift and then press E, as you can see, it gives me the prompt to peek through the door. If we just wait here, we should be able to peek through the lock of the door. As you can see, this is very cool. I like this concept. I'm surprised that no one has made this earlier, but I really do like this. This definitely would make things a little bit easier for Alice, but I'm not sure if I really want that, because obviously I don't want things to be too easy for her. I want things to be a challenge and, you know, just don't want to hand things over to her on a silver platter, but I don't think this will really change things. And apparently you can also listen to people's conversations. Oh, that is interesting. I did not know that. So yeah, as you can see, this is a very neat and cool mod. So I'm not really sure if I want to use it. It does seem cool. I do like it, but all in all, it is a very cool and neat little mod to have. And I think also, if somebody catches you peeking through a locked door, or just, you know, any door, I think somebody like a guard will probably just come over to you and just tell you off.
The city is under attack. Get inside.
Not this guard, obviously. Okay, can you go away? Go away. Go. I'm trying.
Will you volunteer or will you stay?
Oh, go away. I'm gonna have to turn that bloody interaction off. Because I'm pretty sure that's for a bandit raid encounter, if I remember. That's part of immersive world encounters. So, yeah, please go away. I'm trying to talk. So, like I was trying to say, if anybody were to catch you looking through a door, they'll just come over to you and tell you off. Like, you know, a guard, for example, they'll come over to you and tell you off. They might try to arrest you. And it's very, very cool. I do like this mod a lot. Not the immersive world encounters, the take a peek mod, obviously. Now I think that NPC is part of a museum quest here. So, yeah, a bit of a slight spoiler there. So, like I said, Chapter 3 is definitely going to be focused on the museum quite a bit, but I do kind of want to do other things besides from the museum. I mean, the museum's cool, but, you know, other things would be good as well. Now, just to finish off, I do want to talk about some quest mods that I do want to play sometime down the line. Now, the first one I want to check out is the Grey Cowl of Nocturnal. Now, for those who have played Oblivion, you should probably know what this artifact is. So, obviously, it's an artifact of Nocturnal, obviously. And it was owned by the Grey Fox, and you should probably know who the Grey Fox is if you've played Oblivion also. Now, I don't think I'll be playing this mod anytime soon, because apparently it's heavily implied that you are the Dragonborn. Apparently a lot of NPCs do refer to you as the Dragonborn, as in you're the person who, you know, absorbs dragon souls and uses shouts and whatever. And, you know, obviously not something Alice is doing, because as you see, we're not up to that point in the story yet. I may possibly get to that point, but not anytime soon, because obviously Alice is not a fighter by any means. So obviously I won't be doing the main quest line and unlocking dragons for some time. Although I am aware that there is a lot of content that's locked behind unlocking the dragons, like some of the quests for Legacy of the Dragonborn, some of the content in the DLCs like Dawnguard and the Dragonborn DLC. So I'm aware that I will have to unlock the dragons at some point, which will kind of suck, but, you know, that's just kind of how Skyrim goes. There's always dragons. That's kind of Skyrim's whole thing, yeah? It's all about dragons, dragon slaying, and all that. Now, another quest mod I do want to check out is the Forgotten City, which also looks pretty damn good. I like the look of that. I also want to try out Project AHO because that looks very visually amazing, as well as Carved Brink. I think it's made by the same mod author who made Project AHO. And that also looks very visually appealing. I do love the look of that. I'm not sure if I'll do Carved Brink because I'm not really sure how appropriate any of these quest mods are really for Alice, because I'm not sure if they're appropriate for rogue type character, because obviously Alice is a very rogue type character, so I'm not sure if the Forgotten City or Project AHO are more appropriate for warrior characters or rogue characters, or you could just choose whatever you want. But, you know, I just kind of want to be careful as to what quest mods I decide to do, because obviously Alice is not a fighter by any means, like I said. Now, there is two more quest mods I want to talk about. Now, they are from the Creation Club, and yes, I know, Creation Club, no one likes it, it's doo-doo fart, no one likes it, it's bad. But there have been a few creations that actually have been pretty decent as of late. Now, there is one in particular I do want to try out, possibly for this chapter, and that is the East Empire expansion. Now, that does look fairly interesting. I think it basically allows you to sell things through the East Empire company, as well as have East Empire people go through ruins and take stuff out that you might have missed, like bits of gems, gold that you might have missed in various containers in various ruins, which does sound pretty interesting in my opinion. So that could be a fairly interesting mod to check out for this chapter, so I may or may not check that out. Now, there is also the Bard's College expansion. Now, of course, once again, you do need to be Dragonborn for this expansion to work, because basically the Bard's College expansion adds an entire quest line to the Bard's College, because obviously the Bard's College is very appallingly boring in comparison to the Thieves Guild, Dark Brotherhood, Companions, and the College of Winterhold. It's very, very short, not really a lot to it. I think it's just one quest to fetch the Olaf verse or whatever it is, and that's it. So obviously, the Bard's College expansion aims to improve the Bard's College in general by adding a lot more NPCs. There's a lot more you can do. I think it also adds enhancements to your shouts, I think, but obviously, once again, we're not up to that point in the story. So I might check out the East Empire Company expansion mod, but not the Bard's College expansion for fairly obvious reasons. So yeah, hopefully the East Empire expansion should be fairly good, because I do like the look of it. I have seen Gova, who is another YouTuber who is doing a special edition playthrough, much like I. In fact, he's the guy one of the two guys who inspired me to make this series at all. And I've seen him play through the East Empire expansion, and it does look fairly decent. I do like the look of it. It definitely seems kind of neat. It's not something I'd dedicate an entire chapter to, but, you know, it looks pretty cool. I do like it. Something to add along the way for Alice's adventures. Now, when it comes to recording Chapter 3, I don't think I'll be recording Chapter 3 anytime soon. In fact, I've been very obsessed with Skyrim lately. In fact, I finished recording Chapter 2 before Chapter 1 finished publishing. Yeah, I've been very, very ahead of schedule, and I've just been so utterly obsessed with Skyrim, because I just love Skyrim. Just something about it. It just always draws me back. I don't know why, just something about it. I just love it. It's such a great game, especially when you mod it, which is basically the only time when it's actually good, which is kind of a shame, because obviously the vanilla game is kind of doo-doo fart. It's kind of bleh. It's not great, but it's okay, I guess. So yeah, obviously I'll be taking a break from the second channel for a while, so I'll probably see you all next time in either Chapter 3 or in an entirely different open-world RPG game, because I do really want to introduce other games to the channel. In fact, I was thinking either Cyberpunk 2077 or a Fallout game. I was thinking either Fallout 4 or Fallout New Vegas, because those two are probably two of the better Fallout games in the franchise. So I'm not really sure, but yeah, hopefully I'll catch you all next time in some other game, because I really need to take a break from Skyrim, because I've been playing Skyrim way too bloody much. Like, way too much. I mean, I love this game, it's great, it's fantastic, but I just need to take a break. So yeah, I'll catch you all next time in either Chapter 3 or in some other game entirely. Bye-bye.